I like we in the garden, huh? Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind, he say you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef.
Yo, my creators, what's going on? You already know when the high go, man. It's the Ruger Sprayer, the Soldier of Hip Hop, ReemoMeerak, here for another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for: culture, urban, technology, and sports. Here, we talk to the figures that are moving the culture forward. Now, to my right, to your left, listen, this is my guy, my brother, my homie. You know what I'm saying? He's been here before. This is like, I think it's number 3. Yeah, this is number
third time.
No, actually, no. This is your 4th time.
Fourth.
But nonetheless, man, this guy's been really working hard, talented. He has been kicking ass. He's been just on the scene now, even rising as a podcaster with the Reillionaires podcast. Yes, my creators, I got the name correct. That was the podcast that I was getting the name fucked up on last time.
The
Reillionaires podcast. Now I got my guy, Slim and D. Slim, the announcer in the mother effing building. What's good, dog? On the last call.
On the last call, yeah. Tell your people what time you hit me up today.
I this was like in the morning.
Like 5:30 in the morning.
I woke up. I was like, bro, who can I? Oh, I'm gonna get Slim, dog. Because by the way, he is the main host. And I said main host for the 9th annual. I'm gonna be nice to you, H. The 9th annual Ballin' for Peace.
Man, gotta pump that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just jump into it.
Big deal, man. 9th annual,
man.
Technically, it's kind of about 10, but we have COVID years, so we're at 9, and it just keeps growing, man. It's bigger every year. I enjoy it. I look forward to it every year. It's definitely the biggest event that I look forward to every year. I do a lot of stuff throughout the year, but this is the one that I'm always locked into, and it's great, man. It's great for the community. It's great for everybody gets to come out. Everybody gets to see who they want to see. You get to see your favorite Instagram person. Maybe one of your favorite artists is. We have a lot of artists in the building. We have a lot of vendors in the building. Such dope media, dope personality influencers. You know what I'm saying? Then you sprinkle in some real actual ball players in it and make the game actually good. We have a high school game, high school 32 elite game.
Shout out to NYC 32 elite.
NYC 32 elite. That's always dope because the kids get to So it's funny. We got one of the kids show out. Tay. He actually played in the first high school game for Ballin' for Peace, and now he's playing in the big celebrity game.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So you do it that way. You get to see the kids grow. I've known them since then. I spoke to them the other day. So that stuff like that is what makes it a big issue, man. You get to see people grow within the industry. Some people we've had before they became a big name. Yeah. And now they're a big name, and we look back at the old Ballin' for Peace pictures. It's like, oh wow, she was in the building like 6 years ago. Yeah. She was suited up and played or whatever. So it's just a big deal, man. I'm so looking forward to it. We got a lot of big names. The flyers are coming out as we speak.
Hell yes.
And it's gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, man. We're talking like what's preparation for you for that, man? I mean, from one entertainer to another, you know what I'm saying? You're definitely not in a box no more, ever. You know what I'm saying? But now you're really into it. I feel like when it comes to those moments, like you just gotta. I mean, besides lock in, it's just it's one of those embracing moments. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's like almost like this is it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not this is it that you won't do another one again, but this is it. Like, yo, this is my time. It's Slimmy time. Or shit, even with me, here, put cuts. It's Remo time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's if I'm doing media coverage, yo, it's Remo time. You know what I'm saying? And I think for you, what I've seen the most, it's like it gets better. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't stay the same routine. It may be something different.
Right.
It seems like you do research of whomever's in the building. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? As far as that. But that's why I got to commend you on that because it's like, yo, I can't see nobody else doing Ballin' for Peace. Now, it's just real talking. It's not just because it's not just because you my man or whatever. And I'm saying, damn, we got the tape on. Doing Home Depot shit right here. But no, it's all good. But no, it's not just because, you my man. And, I'm proud of what you do and everything like that.
Appreciate it.
This is more like, this is serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad shout out to H, man. Real talk, that H is seeing how important it is to keep the standard with the hosting being like, okay, it has to be Slim. It has to be Slim or nothing.
Right.
Like real talk, that's where it's at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's It's understanding the moment. Me and H have this conversation a lot, and I tell him a lot of times, this is not just a regular day, bro. Right. This is huge. You know, we got a lot of eyes on us. There's a lot of people in the building, so I have to do my research. I have to, like you said, lock in for that day. I look at that day, it's totally something different. Like, I do a whole bunch of basketball games. I do a whole bunch of tournament games, and that's a game. You know what I'm saying? It's a game. It's a championship, it's a playoff, it's a regular season game. It's a basketball game. So my focus is a basketball game. When I'm doing Ball of a Piece, my focus is the environment. My focus is everybody that's in the building. I feel like I have to shout out everybody that walks in the door, because at the end of the day, we're dealing with people who have busy schedules, who might be a top-level person, or even they're not a top-level person. They took their time out to come out, right, you know what I mean, to this event, to show their face or to play basketball or whatever they're doing there. They took their time out to come. So my job is to shout them out and make them feel appreciated when they walk in the door. Does it get hard? Yeah, absolutely, because we have so many people, and I have to remember so many different names, and it might be somebody I honestly never seen before. But, you know, I have to do my research, and I have to, you know, go through their page and look at what they do and look at, you know, their music and everything. So I sound like I know what I'm talking about during the event. And again, it's to make them feel appreciated thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming to this event. You didn't have to. I'm pretty sure you could have took a day off, or you had other things to do with your time, but you decided to come here for Balling for Peace, which is for the community and which is for, you know, it stands for something bigger than just a basketball game. So that's just my whole thing and it's entertaining the crowd and making the crowd understand this is a real movement. This is a real special day. Like June 14th, we shutting the city down.
Yeah, and it's on Father's Day.
And the day before Father's Day. That's also another reason why. And I'm glad that he changed it. We didn't do it around this weekend before. It used to be in like April, whatever. He changed it more towards Father's Day, which is awesome because I'm a father. And I feel like as fathers, we don't get enough of attention and the love that we're supposed to get.
Yeah, nah, that's a whole thing.
So this day, I always try to, like, last year I did a whole, you know, speech for fathers, you know, during the middle of the day, middle of the game, and just to show love to the fathers, man. We don't get enough of love. So that's another thing I feel like is great that we do the day before Father's Day, because that's something you could do with your kids. You could bring you and your son can come to the game. You and your daughter can come to the game. I bring my daughter every year, you know. So
shout out to Sadi, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Sadi, you know what I mean? So we kind of really bring everything together for one day, for a couple of hours, you know, where you just feel like, yo, I'm in the same building as Remo. I'm in the same building as Mr. Commodore. I'm in the same, because you got to understand, a lot of these, you know, even just the Instagram comedians or whatever, you got people that watch them every day and feel like, I'll never be able to see him. I'll never be able to speak to him. Or her, you know. And now you're like, wait.
They right here. I'm
right
room.
Here. Like they a couple feet away from me. You know what I mean? So that's what I always like try to pitch to people. When I tell people, get your tickets, pull up. You're gonna see somebody that you laugh at every day on Instagram. You share their video every day. You know what I mean? You gonna see them.
Nah, that's a whole fact.
How else you gonna see them?
Yeah, that's a whole fact, man. And then for you, what I feel from you is that you definitely come into your own and understanding that, yo, not only does H.U.O. Mr. Ball for Peace and Mr. June, you yourself as a brand, which I've been on. Listen, my creator, he knows. I'm like one of the few people in his circle, or just alone in his growth as a brand. I've been on his ass, pause.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, I'm like, bro, if you just do this, they change that. And it's not to say it braggadociously.
Right.
It's more to say, because I had, like, it irked me, like, nah, people got to know that he's the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the guy. I'm like, yo, brand, yo, son, get merch. Yo, get a logo.
You know,
slim. Yo, make it slim to announce. Let people know, like, yo, you're separating from everybody else, yo.
You know what it was, man? Like, and I appreciate you for always preaching that to me, right? And after a while, it finally set in, and I finally started to go that route. I think for me, I never wanted to go the business route of it.
Right.
You know, like, even like selling merch, I didn't make a shitload of money from it, but
right.
I didn't want to just any type of business wise. I didn't want to go that route, but then I started to realize I had to.
Yeah, man.
Because I was selling myself short, and I could, and I was able to expand so much more. And it's funny that selling the shirts thing for me wasn't about money, because everybody thinks I'm selling shirts. So you making it. It was never about the money for me, bro. It was more about people wanting to buy my shirt,
right?
Because they support me and they like what I do,
and they're what it is.
And they're like, yo, I gotta get a slim shirt.
I gotta get a slim shirt.
When I first started selling them, man, I remember the first person that bought them was a girl, Lainey. She lives doesn't even live in New York, right? I met her in Atlantic City, and I posted it, and she DM'd me immediately like, I need a shirt. And I'm like, okay, cool. Got the shirt made for her, sent it to her, right? And she sent me the picture of her in the shirt, and it was just like, somebody got my shirt on.
Yeah,
this is so crazy.
That's why,
like,
listen,
somebody has a shirt, my shirt on, you know. And shout out to her. I always shout her out. She was the first person to buy a shirt. Then it just started, you know, every time I post, I need a shirt, I need a shirt, I need a shirt. My man, B Diddy, you know what I'm saying, 250, I call him 250. He bought a shirt. Spike bought a shirt. It was just dope, man. It was, like I said, it wasn't about the money. It was more just like, yo, people want to wear my shirt.
Yes.
I don't care if you wear it to clean your house. I don't care if you wear it to go play ball. Like, you wanted to wear my shirt. So for me, that was dope. You know what I mean? So it allowed me to go, yo, people really rock with me. Yeah, I can really expand myself to even more than what I'm already doing.
Yeah, and that was the thing for me for you. It was like I wanted you to understand, and I wanted you to feel and see like, all right, dog, this is gonna kick you rolling and not only just rely on talent. Because for a minute, like you said, you was really heavy focused on talent. I remember I used to tell you, I was like, yo, bro.
I'm just a talent. That's what I thought. I was like, bro. I have a talent.
You're not just a talent. I said, yo, when you become a brand, this shit is gonna open doors. It's gonna be different. You could leverage yourself at the table on certain things. And as you got higher with the hostings, you see what I was telling you. I was telling you, like, yo, bro, you can leverage your shit. Yo, okay, I need this deposit up front. Yo, I need this comped. Right. I need that comp. You know what I mean?
When you put yourself in that situation, you look at yourself in that way, like you said. Now my negotiation conversations are very different. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like you said, I'm a brand. You know what I mean? My name is a brand.
Ring bells.
My name ring bells. So it's like, nah, you can't just get me out there for anything. Oh, I'm gonna throw you some couple of shirts and some. Nah.
I need a deposit.
So, definitely helps, man. And, you know what I mean? And it helped my audience, and it helped with
the invoice.
And it also made me understand that I have a platform.
Yeah, by far you
know what I mean? No matter how small it is, how whatever it is, my platform could be 17 people. I have a platform to where if I post something, if I say something, if I do an interview, I do a podcast. There's people who want to listen. There's people who want to hear what Slim got going on. I want to know Slim outside of it when he put the mic down. So people, you know, it all goes into one, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, son. But let's get into it. You was mentioning our podcast. Let's get into it. I got it here on my notes and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so let's keep it a buck. You came into podcasting because you was like, screw it. I'm sick and tired of being interrupted in my conversations. Take us into that, man.
The funniest thing about me being part of a podcast, man, I never wanted to do podcasts.
That's a whole fact.
I never wanted to do it.
That's a whole fact.
And the reason why I didn't want to do it is because I used to see all these podcasts of people trying to tell people how to live their life, how to live their relationship, and it's like, bro, you don't know. Like, you don't know what's going on that relationship. You don't know what's going on in that person's life. So my brother came to my. I'm not.
Shout out to my
brother, the
man.
real,
the
man.
Real, yo. Shout out to the real, man.
It took him 2 years, bro, to get me to agree to do it. And the only reason why I did it was because he goes, "We have a studio."
Right.
Like it was either or. We have a studio. We're gonna do this, right? And what we decided was we're not giving advice. We're not telling people how to live their life. What we're gonna do. We're gonna tell you how we feel about certain things. If you feel that way, you can agree. If you don't feel that way, you can disagree with us. Hey. But we're just giving you our opinion on things, how we feel about it. Not telling you to do what I do. We're not telling you to think how we think. Mm-hmm. This is what we think. This is how we feel. And we made an agreement to always, which is why the name of the show was The Millionaires. We made an agreement to always be real with what we say.
Yeah, by far.
And deal with the consequences, however they may come. Mm-hmm. But the thing about this is we really don't care. You know what I'm saying? We really don't care.
I know y'all for a long time. Yeah, y'all really don't give.
I'm more of the one that kind of like keeps it a little, you know, a little correct, but we just speak, man. And some of the feedback I've gotten has been great. Like, you know, you guys just really speak, and you guys really keep it, you know, 100%. And you know, I'm listening to y'all. I'm like, yeah, damn, they're right. I never looked at things that way, and it's like, that's great. That's the feedback we want. You know, we don't want to be like every other podcast.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that from you, because the thing is with this, man, and even with cuts, right? I've always said it on this platform. You know, I have people up and we have that conversation that I selectively bring people up here on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, trust me. Could the Ruger Spread, could the Social Media Hip Hop, could I have at least up to like 300, 400 episodes? Yes. If I really want to, yes. But it would go against what I needed for this platform to be. You know what I'm saying? To have the conversations, to have the people that I know that I worked with in the industry, that I've known personally, that I've, that I've like gone through a lot of journeys with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they know when they come here, it's not only a safe haven, but we're getting to the shits.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Hands down. We're not sugarcoating shit. We're getting to the shits. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get to the next question. You know what I'm saying? I got here on my notes. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting got folks thinking they're philosophers, financial gurus.
Right,
Hold on,
right.
Financial gurus,
right?
Love potion number 9ers, right. All this other type of fuckery. For you, so far, when do you feel you started settling in on your podcast confidence?
That's a great question. So, it was recently, right? And it was a very, very close person of mine. She told me, so she works in a hospital doing like surgery and stuff, right?
Right.
And she told me, we listened to your podcast during the surgery.
Oh, shit. That's deep.
And I said,
wow.
He said all the doctors was in there like, oh, they're right. He's right. Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold the fuck up. You mean we're talking in surgery, like not post, not pre. This is in surgery.
And so, some doctors listen, a lot of listen to music.
Right.
During surgery or whatever.
Right. But we're talking about listening to a podcast. My careers. What else do we bring you here on Cut, yo? Hands down. My 2 arms up. Touchdown. Yeah, continue.
That was, to me, like, we're really doing something. Like, we're really, really doing something, man. Like, and I was just like, oh, that's crazy. She was like, yeah, it started a whole debate. We was going back and forth. Everybody had their opinion on it. And they're like, oh, can you
While surgery is fucking amazing.
And she's like, can you play this again for the next surgery? And I'm like, yo, that's so dope.
Wow.
That's so freaking dope to me. And it's like that right there is our goal. Our goal is to start conversations, to start debates.
Right.
Between, it could be me and you. Yo, this is said on the real and is. Now, I don't agree with that. We actually encourage people.
Yeah, and I made a guest experience. It was a dope ass experience. Hell yeah.
We tell people when you go to YouTube and you watch it, write a comment. You disagree, say you disagree.
That's it. That's all you can do.
That's it. We encourage all feedback, man, good and bad.
Listen, man, it's that time, dog. We in June. It's that time, dog. It's summer tournaments in NYC. You know what the fuck is up. The heat has risen. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna ask you about your anticipation for the Ruger Spread. I'm not gonna lie to you. I anticipate this to be another dope ass summer this year. For you, what is your anticipation for the upcoming season of summer basketball in NYC? Real talk.
I do anticipate it to be another great summer. What I would like to see is the competitive nature of basketball to return. What I mean when I say that is, I'm tired of everybody playing on the same team. I'm tired of all the good players playing on the same team. I want to get back to where people going at each other. I want to go back to where the two best point guards in the city going at each other.
Instead of being on the same team.
I'm anticipating all the top tournaments to have another great summer.
Right.
But I'm also anticipating some of the maybe lower tournaments to make their way.
That was part of that was in my notes. That was in my notes. That's what I want to ask you. If you could guesstimate, or that for that matter, make a hot take, who do you feel will be the top 3 tournaments for the summer of 2025?
It's crazy. I really had a conversation the other day, but I think it's going to remain the same. Dykeman Gersh,
Ball in Harlem?
You know what?
Not even because the money's risen up. Let me say this. And shout out to Ball in Harlem. Shout out to Queen of Harlem for amazingly what you've done for the past, 3 years, 4 years now? About 3 years.
She's 3 years in, I believe.
Yeah. For Ball in Harlem, I believe it's 3.
This is her 3rd year.
I will say this. Because of how she does things.
Right.
It has increased the notoriety and as well as the impact and influence in the basketball culture at a high rate. Like I don't think there's ever been a tournament that has increased that much in not anticipatory. What's the word I want to use? In influence and advancement rate.
Right.
Like balling in Harlem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, which is totally amazing, I'll keep it a buck, I've been very shocked of it, is despite of overhead, the overhead has not affected what goes into the tournament, if that makes sense to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What say you on that one?
I agree with Balling Up in Harlem. I mean, she has a great product. She puts a lot into it. I like that she uses her resources and connections.
Okay.
Very well.
Yes.
That I can see.
Yes.
This is my hot take for the summer. This is my hot take. And I'm going to say this, and people can take it how they want to take it.
No, that's fine.
Rucker makes a return.
For me, I feel Rucker, all right, maybe I'm wrong. I feel Rucker now it hasn't made a return on its elite level like it did.
I mean, it never went anywhere. It's still
there. It was still there.
Summer.
Right.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is like
as far as it makes top 3? It makes top 3
TV again.
Really? What say you? Why do you feel that way?
I think they're doing things differently, right? I feel like they've noticed, okay, we haven't been as great as we used to be. And I think now they're like, we need to make changes. And I think they're going in the right direction with their changes. They brought Mike Lowry back.
Oh, wow.
They brought Mike Lowry
back. That's huge. Shout out to Mike Lowry.
So now you got 3 great,
Who is it? Mike Lowry,
Rel, and
Porter. Ooh.
So, you got.
That's a triangle offense.
Pretty sure EJ's still there involved.
But that's a triangle offense.
I just feel like they're making steps in the right direction to get back to that level that they was at.
Okay. All right.
To where you had to be there 3 hours before the game started to get in the park.
So we're talking so back to entertainment? Entertainers League. Entertainers League prominent level?
That's my hot take for this summer. Everything else I think falls in place. All the other tournaments
I feel
great. LES Express.
Right.
Zone 6.
Right.
Gersh.
And Zone 6, that's another one I want to talk about. Here's my hot take. Here's who I feel will be the top 3. Quote me if I'm wrong. I feel the top 3, if you take out Dykeman and Gersh, let's just take Dykeman and Gersh out. I feel the top 3 will be Ballin' in Harlem, Zone 6, and believe it or not, that older league.
Oh, the one in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pro City. If you take those out.
Can't forget about Pro City.
No, right. But Pro City's Pro City.
You know what else you can never forget about? Can never forget about hits. Never can forget about Hoops in the Sun.
All right. Yeah, Hoops in
Hoops in the Sun is not going anywhere.
Shout out to
shout out to Joe and Randy Cruz.
Joe and Randy, yes. Joe and Randy, shouts to you. Yeah, now Hits in the Sun, I feel Hits in the Sun will be top 5, but not top 3. And the only reason why I say not top 3 is because, not saying that they didn't lose their vigor, but I feel with the ones that I mentioned, like Zone 6, Ballin' in Harlem, and that older league, their content-wise is pushing the needle.
Okay.
In a sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hits, I'm not saying Hits content is dope, but it's not, because put it like this. We expect that from Hits.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? We expect it from Dykeman. We expect it from Rucker.
So you're speaking more on the ones that's going to surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Ballin' for Harlem for sure. Zone 3, and got to be that older, because the way they do their content.
Yeah.
The way they do their content is pressing. And Gersh, don't get me wrong, Gersh is always going to be Gersh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gersh is always going to be the monster too. But those are the 3 for me. That's the hot take for me, I feel. Because content-wise, how they're doing it. I think that's key. And also, too, besides shout out to Class TV. Class TV also covers
CPL is I thought you were talking about the CPL league.
CPL league, you could add on to that.
But that's not a summer league.
That's not a summer league, right? That's a winter league.
Yeah, they do.
Shout out to them. It's still a dope-ass league.
Oh, my God. That was crazy.
When they did for the it was almost like NBA-like.
Crazy. Like
OD.
The whole process of that. They did a real
amazing job.
Draft.
Amazing job.
Like a draft. Like they did a legit draft. Like you caught your name called and you walked up on the stage. Like, some people have played ball their whole entire life and never experienced that. Because even you go overseas, you're not getting drafted.
They just sign you and then you get to
actually
camp.
Go through a draft, bro. Wait for your name to be called. It's crazy. That was crazy what they did.
Hell yeah,
and it was awesome. I went to so many games. It was awesome, man. It's so many tournaments that's so good, man. And every time you have this conversation, you're gonna leave a tournament out. Like you're gonna leave our main event.
Yeah, but top three is top three.
Top three is top three.
And then even if you do if you do the Mount Rushmore list,
because
we know what the four is gonna be, hands down.
It's so many leagues you can't leave out. You can't leave out LDS Express. You can't leave out main event.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're talking about if it's a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Dykeman, Gersh, gotta put hits up there. And even still, you could flip it. You could go Rucker, or the ones you mentioned,
so
or Gersh.
Are we talking just 5 boroughs? Because we not.
Nah, if you're talking about Long Island, definitely Crunch Time.
You have to add Crunch Time.
Hell yeah, you got to add Crunch Time. Hell yeah, you got to add Crunch Time. But you know what? I gotta put Crunch Time in that conversation as well, because the way they do their content. See, a lot of the leagues gotta understand. I'm pointing at the camera right now. A lot of y'all are good because of the legacy that y'all still maintain of it, but where y'all lack at is how the content is captured. So yes, Dykeman does get a lot of content creators coming, and there's different versions and everything like that. But when you centralize the shit, like Zone 6, like believe it or not, even though Zone 6 actually been around for a long time, it's the fact of their ride and their advancement.
Right.
Because of the way the content is shot.
Right.
Whom they got to shoot their content. And now it drew that attention. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why I took the hot take and I said the top 3, dog.
I mean, it's tough, man. You really can't go wrong. I go to every tournament. I show love to every tournament.
Right.
So it's tough, man, to narrow it down to 3. It's really
no. But listen, but I could see it. I could see it as far as summer wise. I could see it.
But I do, and I will always say, Dykeman is the.
No, I mean Dykeman. Of course, Dykeman's
pedestal.
Dykeman beyond pedestal. Dykeman is the creme de la creme.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's different.
It is what it is. All right, my guy, we're getting right to it, son. We got bars a cap. You already know what it is, my creator. Bars a cap. You know what I'm saying? You get the guests to talk about what they feel about the scenarios. If they feel it's bars, it's truth, or cap. You already know what it is. That's self-explanatory. It's cap.
Let's do it.
All right, you ready? Man, let me switch up so I get really into it. Here we go. If the crowd ain't yelling "Ayo" by your third line, it's time to go back to the group chat. Bars or cap.
As far as who?
As far as the announcers. Hey yo. You know what I'm saying? As far as
third line is crazy. It's a lot of game left. I'm gonna say that's cap.
That's cap? All right, why cap?
All right. So it's a lot of factors in that, right?
Right.
It's your first time hosting in that park. You know, because now the crowd got to get used to it. It's tough to win a crowd over. People don't understand that. It's tough to win a crowd over. I've seen it go bad for announcers, right?
Woo!
You might. It's times you could start off shaky.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of game left.
Yes.
You know, you might not catch a crowd to the second quarter.
Second? Shit. Maybe fourth.
If you're doing multiple games, you might not catch a crowd to your second and third game.
That's a whole fact.
You have to stay with it. So go back to I'm gonna call that cap.
I bet. If your mic check takes longer than the DJ set, you're not hosting. You're auditioning.
Absolutely.
Bars or cap?
That's bars.
Okay. Why?
That's absolutely bars.
Let's talk about it.
The mic check. If it's the DJ's fault, it's not on you. But if you just can't get situated, you can't get comfortable, you can't get right on the mic, then yeah, that's you. You're auditioning and you're failing at it too. Like it's a bad audition, to be honest. Like get your shit together, bro.
Yeah, I bet. Real mic hosts don't write scripts. We freestyle like battle rappers with rent due. Bars or cap?
Super bars.
Okay.
Super bars.
Chop on it.
If you, first of all, it should be a freestyle, right? Every game is different. Every park is different. You have your go-to lines, your go-to sayings, right? But if you're literally just saying the same thing every game like you read it from a script, people get tired of you fast. You got to be able to come up with new shit. And for me, and it's crazy, you asked me earlier how do I prepare. I don't.
Ooh. Oh, my creatives.
I don't.
You heard that bar?
Only preparation I'm going to do is, like you said, I'm going to research, like, depending on the situation or who's going to be, I'm going to research stuff like that, but I don't prepare for what I'm going to say.
You just go. That's that Stone Cold Steve Austin
It's
mentality.
like a freestyle, man, because you surprise yourself.
Right.
You might say some shit, you be like, oh, shit, that's surprised shit works. The crowd going crazy, you know? How you came with that? I don't know. Because part of announcing is just going with the moment.
Right.
Whatever happens, you're gonna go with the moment. You know what I mean? So you can't write a script to what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do.
All right, let's go with the next one. If your fit ain't louder than your mic, you're just another party guest with a platform, yo. Bars or cap, yo, because you've been the roast master MC of fits. Yo, it's good, son. If you rocking that Temu, you rocking that Sheen outfit, beloved. Pack it up. I'm not even gonna lie. Pack it up.
Listen,
pack
man,
it up.
If you gonna be in the middle of the court with a mic, your fit has to be right. Has to be, because everybody's looking at you. You can't hide. You're in the middle of the court. So if your fit is trash, it goes with it. It goes with the swag. It goes with the style. Yeah. It goes with everything. Your fit is very important, man. You were so funny. Well, the first time my daughter's mom actually seen me announce, right? Mm-hmm. Long time ago. She goes, you did great. We just gotta work on your outfit.
Oh, your outfit was trash. You had the trash. What did you have? The V neck with the basketball shorts?
I didn't think it was that bad of an outfit, honestly.
What was it?
I had that's when I had my Hey Auntie shirt. Some jeans, some Kobe's, regular like.
Oh nah, come on, son! You can't be like Unc at the cookout.
Now
you be swagged to death, bro.
Yeah, the fit gotta go.
The fit gotta be right. Slimmy, like yo, let me look at Fashion Nova real quick.
Yo, it's like it's cameras around. It's cameras around. You know, you don't want that back to your name. Like yo, you see what your man had on.
Yeah, word.
And then it's like, how can I crack jokes if I'm looking crazy? How am I gonna talk about somebody else's fit if I'm looking crazy?
Wild.
Like, no, that's that bar.
Nah, there's some announcers. We're not gonna mention no names. Y'all mofos have been looking fucking crazy. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Real talk. No. Let me look into the camera. I'm gonna look at my own camera right here. Listen, you mofos better stop that bullshit.
I gotta get that fist right.
Yeah. Stop that bullshit, son. All right, real talk. Cause y'all taking people's spots and you coming to the spot looking fucking crazy. I'm sorry, son. Yeah, stop that shit.
Gotta go.
Stop that shit, bro. There's Fashion Nova. All right, fine. Even Sheen, all right? You know what I'm saying?
It don't even matter.
There's Old Navy. It's Old Navy, my nigga.
You got to be clean.
Yeah, word.
It got to match.
Word, shape-ups. You must have a shape-up.
Got it, yo.
You must have a shape-up.
Listen, if I have to do any event, I'm going to have a haircut.
Right.
Or at least have a hat on.
Shit, even me. Grant. I ain't got no hair, cool, but you damn right. I'm going to be shaped up, son.
It all goes with who you are.
Exactly.
It all goes with who you are.
Exactly.
You know, and then these people that's booking you, they don't want that tax to their
on
brand.
Their name? It's crazy. All right, what's the next one? You never lost your voice at a cookout trying to hype a dance battle. You're not official. Bars or cap.
You said if you never have?
Yeah, if you never lost your voice at a
I've lost
cookout.
my voice so many times.
Oh, okay.
I've lost my voice so many times during events. Like, it's crowded. I just push through it, but the next day I don't want to talk. Like, just text me everything, please. Like, I don't want to talk, man.
All right, man. NYC Summer Ball ain't real unless there's one dude playing in jeans and Timberlands. Bars or cap.
That's cap. I fucking hate that. Fucking hate that.
Tournaments be wild.
It's
like, bro.
That, bro.
Like, bro, why are you?
I can't even take you serious.
Word.
Why are you? I get it. if you went by the park, maybe you came from work or you whatever, you was like, I want to hoop now, I'm here. But that's cool. But it's like, if you know you're going to hoop for the day, like, pack stuff.
Or you know you're going to hoop for the damn tournament.
Oh, if it's in a tournament, it's disgusting.
That's ugly, nasty work.
Yeah, if you don't got basketball gear, please don't play in a tournament. That's horrible.
It's nasty work.
You knew you had a game today.
Word. The announcer is more famous than half the players. Bars or cap? Nah,
I'm definitely going to say that's bars.
Oh, yeah.
That's bars.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you got some players that are just not known.
Right.
They're not even bad. They're just not known.
Right.
Of course, you got the top ones that you know their name. You know when they walk in the park, whatever. But then you got some players that nobody really know who they are. But 9 times out of 10, everybody know who the announcer is.
All right. If the DJ ain't drop Pop Smoke during warm-ups, it's not even a real tournament. Bars or cap?
That's bars. That's bars.
That's whole facts.
I don't think people understand how important a DJ is to a basketball game.
Hell yeah. Gotta be a quality DJ.
And I'm going to tell you what happens, right? You get these DJs that are used to doing parties. They don't know how to do a basketball game. It's a difference.
Right.
You got to, your timing has to be real.
The pace, the timing.
Your timing. It's your job to hype up the crowd and maybe get some girls to come out and dance, all that, but not crazy. It's not a party.
Right.
You know, some of these DJs, they want to play music while the game is going on, so now the announcer has to scream over the music. Yeah. And you tell them to turn it down. It's not attitude.
It's not constant like a party.
Yeah.
That's the difference. A party,
you pick your moments.
Yeah. The game, it stops. It stops and it goes. Stops and it goes.
If you're a DJ doing a basketball game, pick your moments.
Yeah,
it's not your show. It's not a party. Pick your moments and work with the announcer. The announcer's going to tell you the mood. He's going to tell you what the moment is. So, yeah, it's that. It's not a party, bro. Don't take over.
All right. You ain't official yet until you hooped under a bridge in 90 degrees with one ref and no net. Bars or cap?
That's bars. That's real legit basketball right there.
Ooh.
Without the glitz and the glamour, bro. That's just straight gritty hooping. And we've all done it as a hooper. As a hooper, you hooped in situations where
you wasn't supposed to.
You wasn't supposed to even hoop, but it was like we hooping, man. Fuck it, we hooping. Like I don't care. We hooping.
All right, B. We're gonna get to your favorite thing, sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the sneakers app. If you only hit on sneakers more than twice in a row, I'm checking your Wi-Fi and your morals. Because the real ones know sneakers take more L's than the Knicks playoff run. Hey, that's fucked up. Is that bars or cap?
But it's bars.
Yeah, it's bars.
It's the L's.
Yo.
Them L's are depressing, bro.
Yo, son, 2025, my percentage is damn near lower than Shaq's at the free throw line. Dead ass. Sorry, Shaq.
It is bad.
Sorry, Shaq. My percentage on sneakers is Basuti.
Yeah,
Basuti, son.
I don't. My percentage on sneaker app is not great either.
Yo, son,
it's not great.
I think the only shit that I've hit, I want to say in the last year, was probably did I hit Kobe's? No, I ain't hit Kobe's. I hit the foams, the World Blue foams. I hit those midnight green threes. I hit the Gratitudes, and I hit maybe, what else did I hit? The fours. I hit. Not the well, we went and got our bread fours. Not those. These on my feet, the Parises.
Okay.
The Parises on my feet.
The cool gray fours.
Yeah, cool gray fours. So 4 out of 30.
Yeah,
that is not a great percentage.
Sneaker app is bad, man. I almost deleted a sneaker app a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna lie.
My last hit on a sneaker app was the All-Star Sell Kobe's.
Yeah,
that was my last, and those got stolen. But
that's fucking trash.
Still ended up getting them though, but that's
right.
They got stolen by UPS. Fuck UPS.
Let's go with the next one. You ever seen somebody walking like they doing the Soldier Boy just to avoid a toe crease? Like, bro. Are you wearing sneakers or bouncing a Fabergé egg? Bars or cap?
I don't know with that one. The reason why I don't know is because I hate creases.
Right.
So you doing stuff to not crease your sneakers, I'm kind of okay with that.
Okay.
I scream at people who don't walk.
Right.
They won't crease their sneakers.
Right.
I hate creases in my sneakers.
Yeah.
I might stop wearing a pair of sneakers if I have one crease in it.
Yeah, the minute I feel a crease, socks and
towels. I might call cap on that one.
Okay. All right. If you paid rent for a pair of Travis Scotts just to never wear them, congrats. You now own a very expensive museum exhibit. Bars.
Wear your fucking sneakers. Wear your fucking sneakers.
Oh,
Pay
shit.
money for them, wear them, and treat them well too.
This one, I know you're gonna laugh at this. Yo, if your kicks say Air Jordans and the Jumpman doing cartwheels, but you still flexing on IG, just to say you bought them off Wish. Let's move on. Bars or cap?
That's straight bars, bro. That's straight bars. Do not do the fake. No, listen.
Do the fake.
You can't afford sneakers. That's fine.
Right, but
why would you
afford
fakes? Bro? Fake sneakers are disgusting.
Yo,
I don't care how close they look to the real ones.
Nah,
I don't care. People, yo, so what? I ain't paying what you pay. You're right. You're not paying what I pay because they're not real.
You're right.
Real sneakers, fake sneakers are disgusting.
Oh my God, diabolical, bro. All right, if your kick's been in a box for 4 years untouched, still DS. Are you a sneakerhead or a museum curator? Bars or cap?
I think that's bars. You're like, you have collectors, right? Who just collect, which I don't agree with that.
Right.
Just other things you can collect.
Right.
Other than sneakers. If you buy a pair of sneakers, wear the sneakers. To me, it makes no sense to have a pair of sneakers in my closet and never wear them. That was a waste of money and a waste of time.
Right.
Why did I buy them?
Right.
You know what I mean, it's like, people like that are like, to me, that's more hype beast type stuff. Or that's more just to say, oh, I got them.
The fucking hype beast.
I got them. So what? You got them. They just sitting in your closet. What are you doing with them? I wear all my sneakers.
Right.
I have a lot.
Yeah, you do. You be wildin'.
But
you're one of the few people I know that like 3X me, 4X me. And mind you, I got it's like what, 65? That's crazy.
But I wear all my shits.
No, right. Yeah.
Do I wear all of them a lot? No.
Right.
But they're gonna get worn at some point.
Oh hell yeah. Everybody got a plug until it's release day. Then all of a sudden, they just ain't answering the phone. Bars or cap. That's a whole fucking bar and a half. I'm answering for you just because.
I mean, that's bars for sure. And the importance of a sneaker plug,
right,
is dramatic.
And what you gotta tip? I feel you must tip them, bro.
Absolutely.
You're not tip them.
If this person is securing you a pair of very limited sneakers, they have to get something on top of it.
Facts.
It's a must.
Facts.
Now, do some of these sneaker plugs wild the fuck out with their prices? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, by far.
But
holding fee,
you have to give them something.
Yeah, give them something.
You gotta give them something, for sure.
Yours. Shout out to yours. We don't want a lot of things, son.
My sneaker plug, she's dope. My sneaker plug is dope.
We're not gonna say where. Haha.
She done secure me a lot of sneakers that I probably wouldn't have got without her, for sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. All right, next one. If your sneakers are too clean, we know what's up. Either you're not wearing them, or you posted the fit, took them off, and Ubered them and Ubered home in Crocs. Bars or cap.
That's cap.
That's a wild scenario. That's wild, beloved. You're killing me, Small.
I'm very into keeping your sneakers clean. I'm very into clean. I could pull out some pair of sneakers and people be like, "Yo, when you had those?" I'm like, 3 years now. They look brand new. I know that's the point. You
gotta clean them.
I'm not one of the people that believe in, they're just sneakers, they're just shoes. Wear them. Yes, wear them, but don't destroy them.
Yeah, you gotta take care of them.
I don't like wearing dirty sneakers.
Wild.
I'm not okay to wear a pair of dirty sneakers.
Nah, I know my students be irking me, son.
Can't.
I remember one of my students. I'll never forget it. Yo, my soul was crushed. This man fricasseed, flambéed, destroyed black playoff 13s. I said, "The fuck are you doing?" I was like, "You could never be my fucking son. You could never be my son, bro. What are you doing?"
What I don't like is people who don't really understand sneaker culture. They don't understand the different levels.
No, they don't.
So they treat everything the same.
Yeah, it was trash.
Like, you can't, you got like reverse Grinch Kobe's on, and you're just like, I'm just fucking go hiking in them. They're just shoes. They're not just shoes.
Hiking in fucking reverse Grinches is wild. It's wild.
You, man, you got fucking off-white dunks on, and you're fucking going like skiing, not skiing, but like you're going like on a fucking ATV or something.
Canerkling.
ATV trail. And you're like, I'm gonna wear my off-white dunks.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna wear my Red Octobers.
You can't be on, you can't be on the same. You can't be on the same shit with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kicking you off the bike, dead ass. We're gonna figure something out. Shit, crazy. All right, last one, and then we gotta get out of here, pay bills. Yo, if you don't know who Tinker Hatfield is, but you camped out 12 hours for Panda Dunks, just say you like the look and go home. Bars or cap?
Super bars.
I'm sick and tired of them.
Super bars.
They're the ones that fuck up the game. They fuck up the industry.
There's too many hype beasts out here.
Way too many.
Way too many hype beasts. They don't do the research. They don't know the history.
They never lived it.
They don't. They just buy what they see. Or a lot of people. This is what people do. The main thing people do, right? People do two things. They buy what they see is trending and is hot, or they buy what other people know is expensive. They don't even know what they're buying.
Exactly.
Like, all these people that bought these Balenciaga sneakers and all, you ask them the history of Balenciaga.
Right.
They have no fucking clue.
Jesus, crazy.
You know what I mean? Like Amiri and all that. They have no clue what they're wearing, but they know that other people know it's expensive. And to me, that's like a fucking disease to feel.
Yeah, that's a mental disease.
Who are you trying to impress?
That's a mental disease.
Let me tell you something, man. I have sneakers that cost me a lot. I have sneakers that was dirt cheap. Every pair of sneakers I have, I bought because I wanted to have them.
Right.
Not because I was trying to impress anybody. Not because, these is lit. I know if I come outside in these, I'm going to get love. Nah. I seen them. I wanted them. I knew I could throw them down with a fit. That's why they was bought. Not buying anything to impress other people, bro. That's what we got to stop doing.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's cornball shit. Stupid shit. Yeah, my creatives. Get out that habit. Not you, my creators. I know some of my creators, they know how to get fly. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, because, shit, the Brooks himself knows how to get down. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, at the end of the day, man, yeah, they got to change this thing. All right, man, here we going to wrap it up with, man. You know how we do with my creatives. You know what I'm saying? Fill in the blank. Slim knows at the end all be all, blank for him makes him blank for eternity.
My character as a person will make me respected for eternity.
Woo! All right, son, you already know what it is, man, my creatives. It's my guy, my brother, media. We'll call him media personality now and podcaster now. Can't call him announcer right now. Slim, the announcer. Check him out. June 14th. He will be at Ballin' for Peace. You know what I'm saying? You already know this, my creatives. Follow him at Slimothy83. You know what I'm saying? You already know this is a Ruger spread. Follow me on all social media at ReemoMeerak_. There's another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for? Culture, Urban, Technology, and Sports, where we have the conversation with the figures that are moving the culture forward. You know how the slogan goes. Hands over the eyes. It ain't the one, baby.
We out of here.
It's the 2 Up.
Peace.
And that is peace. You know what I mean?